Once upon a time, a caterpillar feeling so sleepy because he was full of coffee and cocoa and coconut, not noticing he was going accidentally crawled into a rabbit's warren. There, he curled up and fell fast asleep. A few hours later, the rabbit returned, and at the entrance of his warren, he noticed peculiar marks in the dirt. He bent and sniffed. There was nothing familiar about these prints. They didn't belong to his wife, or his children, or his cousins. And so, he stopped right there and called, "Who is in my home?" Hearing this, the caterpillar woke, and he quickly understood that he was in trouble. He had no business inside another's home. He thought quickly. Yeah, he must protect himself, and so he inhaled all the air he could and called back in a thundering voice, "I am the long fury warrior, the creature with 12 eyes, who sees everyone, and at once I can destroy the world." Naturally, the rabbit was terrified at this news. What can a tiny fellow like me do in the face of a creature? He wondered, and he hopped into the road to search for help. Before long, he came upon a jackal. The rabbit stopped and bowed. "Excuse me, but a monster has invaded my home. Will you see if you can reason with him? You are well known for your power of persuasion." Naturally, the jackal was flattered by this compliment, and so he agreed. When they reached the warren, the jackal howled, "Who invades the home of my friend?" Hearing that howl, the caterpillar shivered. But once again, he inhaled all the air he could and boomed, "I am the long fury warrior, the creature with 12 eyes, who sees everyone at once. I can destroy the world." Hearing this, the jackal turned and stared at the rabbit. "I'm afraid I can't help you," he said. He hurried away. The rabbit ran deep into the forest, searching for someone who might help. Before long, he came upon the leopard. "Leopard," he said, "you are afraid of no one, right? Will you come help me with my home? There's someone who has invaded my house." Leopard puffed up with pride, and he strode to the rabbit's home. At the entry, he snared. "Who goes there? Who is in there?" The frightened caterpillar once again inhaled mightily and called in the deepest voice he could muster, "I am the long fury warrior, the creature with 12 eyes, who sees everyone all at once. I can destroy the world." The leopard called, and he looked at the rabbit. "There's nothing I can do in the face of a creature who can destroy the world," he said, and loped away. Now, the rabbit was frantic. He needed to find another warrior. Then he had an idea. He raced to the veld to find the rhinoceros. "Rhinoceros," he said, when he found the creature resting beneath a thorn tree, "you with your mighty horn and your mighty tough skin, surely you are afraid of no one." Now, the rhinoceros looked up and smiled as gracious as a rhino can. "Of course, I am not afraid of anyone. Who would I be?" "Then, will you please come to my home and scare away the intruder? Someone fierce has taken over my place. I need your protection." Then the rhinoceros asked and liked the idea of being a protector. Who will not? And so he followed the rabbit to his home. When they arrived, the rhino bellowed, "Who goes there? This home belongs to my friend. You must leave at once." Once again, The caterpillar inhaled all the air he could and roared, "I'm the long fury warrior, the creature with 12 eyes, who sees everyone at once. I can destroy the world." The rhino trembled at the sound of this. He was big, you see, but big does not mean brave. He turned to the rabbit. "If he sees everyone all at once, we are helpless, I fear. Though perhaps the elephant can help." And with that, the rhino lumbered away. "The elephant, of course," the rhino squealed. "No one is mightier." So he ran off to find the elephant. And when he found him eating leaves, he begged, "Elephant, you're the only forest creature, strong and brave, and bold enough to save me and from the monster who has invaded my home." "I am strong and brave and bold," the elephant said, and he followed the rabbit home. Standing in the entryway, he trumpeted, "Come out and show yourself, monster." The caterpillar inhaled and inhaled and inhaled, and the roar that came from his mouth startled even him. "I am the long fury warrior, the creature with 12 eyes, who sees everyone all at once. I can destroy the world." Elephant trembled. "I can't do a thing with a 12-eyed monster," he said, and he turned to leave. But just then, a frog happened to hop past. "What's going on?" the frog asked, for it was quite unusual to see an elephant and a rabbit standing together near a warren. "A monster. A monster, dear frog. A monster who can conquer all has taken over my house," the rabbit said as tears fell from his eye. "All is lost." The frog was skeptical. He hopped to the entrance and called brightly, "Who is there?" And hearing the friendly voice, the caterpillar did not bother to inhale. Instead, he called his normal tiny voice. "I'm the long fury warrior, the creature with 12 eyes, who sees everyone all at once. I can destroy the world." But the frog did not even tremble. He did not run away. Instead, he answered, "And I'm the strong leaper with webbed feet and claws. I can swallow you whole." But these words, the caterpillar began to tremble with fear. The frog hopped nearer, and when the caterpillar saw him coming close, he cried, "Wait! Stop! I'm only a little caterpillar." Hearing this news, the elephant turned, and the frog began to laugh. The rabbit stopped crying. "Leave my friends home now," said the frog, and naturally the caterpillar did. Then all the forest animals gathered and saluted the frog for his wisdom and his bravery, and they all lived happily ever after.